Hello, everyone. So, morning chores are done. I'm going to be at the place pretty much by myself all day. Got a lot done this morning, got the morning chores finished, and one of my sons was able to help out with moving the pigs, and I'm going to tell you all about that in a minute. It's still raining a little bit outside, so I'm going to wait for it to pass in a couple of minutes, and then I will walk you through everything that went on today and what's going on for the rest of the day. All right, so it's been a few minutes. The rain died down a bit, and what you're seeing behind me is where the piglets just came from. So this is the area that they were in this morning. They had their little hut there, and you can see the electric fence all the way around, and you can see Mom in the background right over there. This is where she was farrowing, and they've been in here for I think about 8 or 9 weeks, and as you can see, they absolutely decimated it. So the idea was that my wife wants this spot to expand her garden that you can see in the background right there. So we're pushing the garden out for this next growing season into this area, and the pigs have prepped it for us. So we're going to put in some new planter boxes, and and we'll have a nice little spot here for next season. So what we did is we opened up the gate right here, and I made a little laneway into this yellow goat netting, and we opened this up for them and walked them in there. And you might be able to see them. They're all the way in the back. They might come out here. So it was a fairly easy process. Like I said, I had my son out here with me, and 4 of them, we got 5 back here, and 4 of them came in pretty easily. They went beyond where their boundary was for the electric fence, and they were a little bit more venturous. But one, man, it took probably a good 20 minutes to coax that last one in. He just did not want to cross that threshold. We finally got him in, and he joined the rest of his compatriots, and now they're all comfortable in their new spot. So the line of thinking was they've just been weaned in the last couple of weeks, and we wanted to get them separated far away from Mom, because we had to wrangle a couple of them a couple weeks ago, and you grab a pig and it squeals bloody murder. I mean, they're not hurt, but they squeal bloody murder. And Mom got really agitated, so agitated that my other son, had the pig up by the hind leg and was trying to wrestle it to get it back into the electric fencing because they were running through the garden. And Mom absolutely freaked out. She started grunting, and she charged right through the fence. And I said, "Put him down, put him down," and he did. But that was an exciting couple of minutes. So we want to get them as far away from Mom as possible, and I'll show you where we're going to move her in just a minute. So these pigs here, these were the early breakouts. I had to build little Fort Knox right here because they just do not care about electric fencing. They just did not care at all. Yeah, they would poke their snouts underneath it. They would run right through it. They would squeeze through the squares in the netting, and they were just getting zapped the whole time, and they did not care. So I had to make a physical cage for them, which is not necessarily a problem. We don't need to really fence train these ones because we're getting rid of these. So we are keeping 5 for this next season, and we are selling the other 5. So we will have the 5 piglets until spring, and then Mom and Dad. So what I'm going to do today is take up all this netting that is not being used right now and take it over on the other side of the property and make a laneway for Mom to go back into the wood line. Yep, it didn't take long. They are rooting around like crazy, which is what they're supposed to do. It's what we want them to do. So I got the fence all taken up, rolled up, and ready to head over to Mama's spot to move her later on. So this is Mama. Her name is Gilly, and this is a spot that she's in. She has been in here for about 2 weeks, and it was completely overgrown when we put her in here. She is hands down our best rooter, our best demolisher, and it's not even close. She can turn just about any area into, well, this one's not quite done, but we don't have enough time to keep her in here to get it down to bare dirt, but she can turn any spot into bare dirt in record time. She is a trooper and a great mama. So how we have this set up, she's been trained to the double wire, the double poly wire for a long time. So she's about 2 years old, but she does really good with this double strand. And so we got one charger over here, and I don't know how big this is, but this is a spot that we tried doing some testing this last year for a fodder plot. And what we discovered is that the weeds outgrow just about anything we're going to put in there. So we wanted to get her in here to get it down to bare dirt, and we are going to pack this thing full of Trombacino seeds because we had incredible success with Trombacinos growing up all over the place. I think we started with 5 seeds and we ended up with probably a few hundred pounds of Trombacinos that we got stored away to feed them throughout the winter. We're very happy with Trombacinos here. So what I'm planning on doing is, here's her gate, planning on making a laneway going alongside the road right here, across the road, across the driveway, and back into the wood line where she was just a couple of months ago before she went into farrowing. And then she'll get to meet, Dad is over there in one of those paddocks. So we'll be getting them back together pretty soon. We're looking at a litter in probably early April, so it'll be a few weeks before we can actually put them back in the same paddock, but they'll be in the same neighborhood. They'll be a couple houses down from each other, a couple plots down. So yeah, I'll show you how that goes after I get it all set up. So this took me about 15 minutes. So as she's on the double strand right here, and this is the premier one. This is the chicken netting, but I put all this up for a laneway. So at feeding time, I'm gonna come out here with the bucket, and she is gonna follow me down this path, around the tree, through this hole right here, and I'm gonna put this fencing back up so it's all connected. Probably not gonna make it hot. She's really good about staying in the fence line. She's a good bucket follower. And then all the way up to the wood line right here, where we have these gates, and just walk her right in. And you can see they were here over the summer. So she's gonna be back in here probably for a couple of weeks. And then you can see Babe, who is our boar, down there in the distance. So he's 2 paddocks away, and then we will reunite them probably in the next 2 weeks or so. So at this point, since the laneway is all done, she's ready to move. As long as everybody's here and I got a couple extra hands to man the fence and just be around in case something goes awry, because every once in a while it does, and we end up chasing a pig out in the woods or whatever. It happens. I suspect it'll go pretty smoothly. Like I said, she's really good about moving, and I will pick this up later in the day, assuming I have more hands to assist. So it's the next day. Yeah, I did not have enough time, resources, or manpower to move her yesterday, and she is itching to get out of there. As you can see, it's quite a bit colder today. It's in the mid-30s. It's a little chilly, but we're gonna do it today. Here we go.
All goes well.